everyone, welcome to Free Automation Learning channel and my name is Chirag. So today we are going to discuss about what is HTTP header. So basically to work in API and web service we should need to understand what is a HTTP header. So headers means we the client and server pass additional information with an HTTP request and response. So when the client send any request to the server, it send a header. It tells to the server that I need this information. Means I'm sending the request from this browser by using this operating system. I accept this type of content and you can send me this type of information. So same way when the server send the request to the response to the client, only the server send the response to the client. At that condition, server tells more details about the response and the server. Okay, this kind of response I'm sending to you as per the request you have sent to me, and this is the server details from you getting the response. So all this information we send in HTTP headers. Mainly HTTP headers means the client and the server pass additional information with an HTTP request or response. So this is the HTTP headers. So basically HTTP headers are four types. First are general headers, second request headers, response headers, and entity headers. So general header means it apply to both request and response, but it does not have any relation with data. Means the body which request is sending or response is sending to the client. Most common general headers are date, cache control, and connection. So what type of connection do you want to establish between two client and server, and what is the date, and how you control the cache. So all this information is related to general headers. Then some particular headers is grouped into request header. So the request header are host, user agent, accept. So this all the type of information client sent to the server. Okay, my host is this, my user agent is this, and I accept this type of data. My accept language is this, and accept coding and coding is this. So if you can see here, so this is the all the information. User agent means this is the tag which we send to the request. So let me open Firefox and just refresh it. Now you can see it will send a request. So this is, you can see there is a different type of headers. So this is a request URL, this is the get, this is the IP address, status code what I'm getting, and there are the request header. So I'm talking about request header. You can see the host is search.yahoo.com because I'm hosting I'm giving the information to this host, and this user agent show the information related my browser and my system. So it is a Mozilla 5.0 and Firefox 47 is my Firefox version, and Windows 64 operating 10. So this is the user agent information which my request sent to the server. Okay, and this is the accept. Accept means what kind of data currently my browser is accept. So it accept text, HTML, application, and various kind of data it can accept from the server. What kind of language it accept? It accept ENUSA. So I'm just my browser is accepting ENUS. If I'm hitting this request from China, then it is giving a China's Chinese language. Okay, this browser is currently support a China language, but I am in India, so it is showing me a ENUS. What kind of accept encodings? Because it said to the server that I will accept gzip defleet encoding. So basically these are the algorithm when you giving the data and compress that data. So please compress that data by using this type of algorithm. So it tell to the server it is a cookies information and it is a connection. So what kind of connection I want to establish with server? So I want to make a keep alive collection. I want that okay, my collection should be keep alive. It does not mean that I just close the connection. Might be I will send a request to you, so keep alive my connection to the server, right? So this information is a request header. If I open Chrome and in this if I refresh again, then I will get some information. So if you see request header, so there is a user agent. Okay, so you can see here my Chrome version is 85. So it's tell to the server all the my details, my operating system, my browser details. Okay, this request is coming from this, so this goes to the user agent. Okay, this header name is user agent and this is the information when I'm going to send a request from my browser to the Google server, right? So this is the request for the this is the request which I'm going to send to the Google server. So this is the request header and this is the response header. So what kind of response I'm getting from the server, it gives that information. So response headers hold additional information about the response, like its location or about the server providing it, right? So it is a different value in it, and by using this response my browser able to get okay, this request, this response is coming to against this request, right? So let me open a response header over here. So you can see a different header information you can see. So it is a content encoding. Okay, this is a content length. So this all difference for related with the body which my response, my server sent the response. It is a content type. Okay, this type of data you will get from the response. This is the date and this is the server. So server is a ATS server and these are different information regarding my response, right? So if I open the Google, in Google response header you will see different. So it say okay, cache control, no cache control, content encoding BR. Okay, so what type of content encoding I will send BR content coding. Content type I will send application JSON content type with characteristic set UFT. Date is 4 October. Expiry is -1, so there is no content will expire. Server also set a cookie, so it will set the cookie so that it will track my request which I'm going to send. And this is the servers. So I'm getting the GWS server from the data from the GWS server. So status is 200. So all this information is for is coming from the response header, right? And next is entity headers. So entity headers contains information about the body of the resource. What kind of body I'm going to send from request and what kind of body I'm getting from the server or from with the response. So it gives that information. If you can see that it entity headers are used in both HTTP request and response. Headers like content length, content language, content encoding. So it will send, okay, I will send you this the response with body with this content length and this content language and this content encoding, so that client is or browser is able to understand, okay, this kind of response I will get from the server, and server understand, okay, this type of data or this type of information my client understands. So it will give that information that the user or the browser will understand that information. Okay, so if it is giving a accept encoding, so it will give the content encoding in same way, right? If it understand the accept language ENUS, then it give content language ENUS. Let me show this. If here any content encoding, content type, okay. So here is, you can see the content type is application JSS. Let me open this. If there is okay, so if I open a request, you can see that here browser is saying to the server, I will accept this kind of text, means this type of response text HTML. I will accept this type of language ENUS, and I accept this type of encoding. If I will go to response header, you can see it will send me a gzip, the content length this and content type this. So in request header, my client, my browser, tell to the browser, okay, I will understand this type of information according to the browser, or according to the request header. Response send same type of information to the client. So these are the headers which is we send along with our request and response, and it is very helpful. Without this header, we are, or my client or my server are not able to understand what kind of information I have to send, and what kind of details my client or browser understand, right? Suppose I understand English, but server send me the content with Chinese language, so I am not able to understand the Chinese language. So that's why this request header is very important, and it is mandatory to send with HTTP headers. Some type of headers is automatically sent with our browser, or some type of header we need to send along with our request or response. So guys, I hope you understand these HTTP headers. So thank you for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.